Johnny Utah, the Ohio State Buckeyes, all conference. Remember? Number 9. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Johnny fucking Buckeyes. Man, I knew you in the Rose Bowl 3 years ago. You beat SC, right? You?
I know you're tired. I know you're hurting. And I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational. But that just wouldn't be our style. Pain heals. Chicks dig stars. Glory. Last forever.
Okay, welcome to the first edition of this season, live from the lounge.
Oh boy, are we back or what?
Oh man, what a week one. No, we are back.
What a screwy week one.
No, it definitely was a little screwy. It definitely got screwier last night too. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Are we gonna? We talked about a new segment. Are we gonna do the new segment, or are we gonna try it?
No, we're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold it.
Okay.
It needs to be polished.
Oh, okay, we're gonna work on that. We do want to do perks props.
Yeah, man, get off your ass and get those bets in for us, please.
Right. So I'm thinking, G5. If we can hook you up with Zoom or something, everybody's got Zoom now.
We got the technology.
Right.
To
We
get
can
it
Zoom
done.
you in.
That's the bottom line.
We can do perks props. All right. Otherwise, we got no new segment, but we'll work on the one we talked about.
Yeah, we're gonna hold that little teaser.
Right. The on-air sign. That's a new addition.
We're high tech.
We got the BJ Cam, but we had that last year.
Yep.
And then we got the overall set here. We got a new set though.
We do have a new set
with new lights.
And
a little hot.
the effort that goes into this, Pete, behind the scenes.
Oh,
I
yeah,
commend you.
right.
I do. I commend that.
I appreciate it because it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, it is. I mean, damn.
I
You should see him right now. He's got 3 TVs he's looking at. He's got 9,000 lights up here. It's freaking insane.
No, I know. And we talked before the show. This is it.
This is it.
Right.
We're not going any further with the technology.
No more upgrades. All right, let's kick it off. This is the recap, week one. As always, and it's just because of how ESPN does it, it always starts with me. Sherman's March versus Pottstown Rat Bastards. Pottstown 126 over my 117, and I knew it was happening. He had Brees last night, and he was up by 8.
You wonder why he left early Sunday, right? You're like, oh, yeah, see ya.
Right. There was some garbage time is winning time for...
always in fantasy.
Right.
Always.
All right, so we're going to start with the victor here. Pottstown Rat Bastards, Anthony Richardson, 30 points.
Did you see that throw that he made?
I did.
65 yards in the air?
No, he's the real deal.
Holy shit.
He is the real deal. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
He's got a cannon. I'll give him that.
Yep. And he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good all year. Brees Hall last night, 18.3. I know he got in the end zone at least once.
Fumbled twice.
Oh, he got in twice?
He fumbled
twice. He
twice.
Fumbled twice, and he still got 18 points.
Yeah.
I did see the first fumble. That was in the first quarter.
Punched it right out.
Yeah, I recorded the game because obviously I'm in bed at 8:30, probably game time. I recorded the game, woke up this morning, watched the first quarter. I know to stay away from my phone and all that crap.
Yeah.
I get to work, the first thing the guy says is, Jets shit the bed.
Yeah. So you didn't even get to see Aaron Rodgers' 5th play.
No, I didn't. No, I did because I watched the first quarter this morning. Jerome Ford, 18.9 out of him. Marvin Harrison, 1.4.
The Ferrari needs a tune-up, man.
Swiss Cheese is chiming in, undefeated. And Perks Props. He says he's going to do it. At least it looks like he says he's going to do it. We'll figure that out. I'm doing Perks Props.
Yeah.
I want it. It would add a nice element to the show.
Absolutely.
All right, Marvin Harrison Jr., 1.4. You didn't need him. Neighbors, 11.6. God, those Giants are a dumpster fire.
When you lose to Sam Darnold 28-6?
It was hard to watch.
Daniel Jones just needs to go to, the UFL or whatever.
I don't know. They need to do something.
He's terrible.
Sam Laporta, 8.5. Rashee Rice, 17.3. 11 Seahawks D and Bucker, 9. So 126 gets you the victory. And to the loser, I won't even go over.
The loser.
I'm only going to go over my first 4 players.
Yeah, they were great.
Lamar Jackson, 27 points. Kamara, 22. Ramondre Stevenson, 21. And Tyreek Hill, 26.
And the rest shit the bed.
Right. And that's however, as luck would have it,
Big Dog still got paid.
bench points. So, yes, yours truly did get the bench high score.
Baker Mayfield on the bench, baby.
And I picked him up.
37 points.
Because I put Hawkinson on the IR. I had a spot to pick him up.
Yeah, why not take a shot on it?
He got me 37 points, and he got me the $50 high score position player of the week. There has been some talk about eliminating bench next year. It would have to be next year, though.
Yeah.
We'll put it to a vote. I understand. It's not obviously a true position. And I'm not even going to give myself the highlight, because normally the position player would get the highlight of the week.
Correct.
But I'm going to give that to the high score overall.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to do? Pick a bench player?
And there was a lot of them.
Right. So
there was a lot of them.
I go to 0-1, and Pottstown is undefeated. And speaking of undefeated, and he chimed in to say he's undefeated, G5, Big Dick Players facing Coach PJ's War Pigs, 106 to PJ's 93. G5 is indeed undefeated.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one.
It is one, but it's still undefeated. And he did that with Kyler Murray, only 16 points. Pacheco, 15.8. A-Chain, though. I mean, you knew it was
The
happening.
dude is lightning in a bottle.
23 points out of him. Disappointing to me, Justin Jefferson performance, but he's still 16 points.
Sam Darnold's throwing him the ball.
Well, that's supposed to be a good thing, right? Devontae Smith, 15.4. Jake Ferguson, 4.5. DK Metcalf, 5.9. Bucks D, 4. And McPherson, 6. PJ, Brock Purdy. Oh. I didn't get to see the game, but clearly...
He didn't have to do anything.
I mean, we'll talk about the elephant in the room in a little bit, but it does involve San Francisco. I just don't see how you can score that many points in a game and only get 10 points. But clearly, there was a backup for that.
Yeah, well, they ran the ball.
Right.
The defense turned it over. He didn't get to throw a lot of yards. And Debo ran the ball a lot last night. So
Well, you're right. And that was because of the elephant in the room we'll talk about.
Yeah.
ETN, 11.9. James Cook, 13. Garrett Wilson, 12. Cooper, 3.6. Andrews, 3.4. Kenneth Walker, 19 points. Bills D, 7. And Cairo Santo got you 13 points, but not the victory. So, G5, 1-0. War Pigs looking for their first win.
can we just talk about Mark Andrews only having 3.4 points? Like, the backup tight end had 33 points.
How old is Andrews?
He's got to be over 30.
Right.
You know what I mean? So is it now the passing of the guard? Like, does Isaiah Likely now become your tight end 1?
It's
You
possible.
know?
It is possible.
Mark Andrews could be, good later on in the year if they're trying to manage his touches, I guess.
I mean, I'm not saying he didn't have a good. It was 2 years ago, though. He was. Money.
Oh yeah.
Money.
Yeah, and then injuries,
Right, and that always happens in the NFL.
especially knees and ankles and.
And when you're 30 plus, they're more prone.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to newcomer. Ooh, Coach Matt, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, facing PB&J, the reigning champions, got squashed.
Defending. We'll call them defending because now they're not reigning anymore. They're defending.
I like that. They are now, yes, reigning or defending. 150.9 over 140. Both high scores. I mean,
PB&J could have played anybody else.
Anybody.
Except for Brad.
Oh, you're right. Right.
Anybody else.
Almost the high score of the week, but not quite. But you do get the victory.
You got screwed out of that one, pal.
You did. And okay, so we can talk about the elephant room right now. McCaffrey. We don't talk about other leagues. A little bit, but he screwed me in a league.
Yeah, screwed me too. This is what I'm going to say. I don't like how the NFL does not, on a Monday night, give you Monday morning who's playing.
Right. It was literally like 2 hours? Not even?
Not even.
Right.
It was an hour and a half before the game. You can't, all these people have money on all this stuff. You're going to wait that long. Now, I personally think it was a ploy by San Francisco.
Right. I agree. I knew they knew he was going to be
we're going to hold
inactive.
them out as long as we, and then we're going to pull them because they're going to be game plan for him.
Right. And again, that cost, it cost me a win in another league.
Me too.
I know it cost you a win.
Yeah.
And it costed Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood
$50.
Right, because he was clearly going to get that high score. Now, it looked like he picked up need some help here.
Kyle Juszczyk.
Okay. But yeah, not enough because Juszczyk was backing up Mason, who.
Well, Juszczyk is really a fullback.
And they used Debo. Right.
Quite a bit.
He was in the backfield quite a bit.
So, that's tough one. That's a tough one for Mr. Rogers. But welcome to the league. This is the way you get screwed in this league.
And he's chiming in here. He should have had 200 points. Absolutely.
100%.
200.
I would have said he should have had 170.
Right. And we'll give you the rundown. He had Josh Allen, 35 points. James Conner, 20 points. Boom. And then we got Juszczyk or
Kyle Juszczyk.
There you go. 6 points. Mike Evans, 23 points.
The ageless wonder.
21. I'm going to round it up to 22 for Diggs.
Two touchdowns.
He's back. I mean, he's on a new team, but now he's got Stroud throwing to him. So
yeah, dude, they are loaded, man. They are loaded, both sides of the ball.
Njoku.
Houston's going to be tough to beat.
Yes, they are. I agree with that. Njoku, 8.4.
He's going to be out a while.
Oh yes,
he got hurt. He had a high ankle sprain, I believe.
Right.
So he's going to be out for a few weeks.
And tight ends are so thin.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers, 11 points, and that was basically, I want to say a gift, but he had a bunch of short passes in the PPR.
I agree.
Saints D, 16. Jake Elliott, 10 points, 150.98. Congratulations on not getting the high score of the week.
Yeah. Way to get screwed there, right. Mr. Rogers.
We got Todd. Todd's in. I got to change these monitors because I got to see how to read that. How's everybody's players getting 20 points? Oh, yeah. We'll get to hoodies at Miller time. Trust me, Coach Todd.
The toilet bowl of the week.
We'll get there. But listen, what do we say? Not defending. Oh, no, defending champion, PB&J. Put up a fight.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
This was Stallone, Drago, Rocky IV.
Right. Jalen Hurts, 20 points.
This is like watching Apollo Creed get killed.
Joe Mixon, 26.8. Mostert, I mean, he's basically, I wouldn't even say sharing times with A-Chain, but 3.9 out of him. A.J. Brown, 22.9 points. I mean, think about PB&J, Thursday Night Football. They get 20-plus out of their quarterback. They get 23 points out of the receiver.
Ready to roll.
Right, but now they're facing Mr. Rogers. Cooper Kupp.
14 receptions, man.
32 points.
Well, Puka's out, right? Puka
right.
Nacua.
I got no one else to throw the ball.
So it's Demarcus Robinson, Parkinson.
Yeah,
that's their tight end.
Okay.
Cody Parkinson.
I'm trying to get Corona to sponsor my show. So I don't normally drink beer, but
it's terrible. Beer tastes like shit.
All right,
that's probably not going to get us a Corona sponsorship.
No. I'm going to get a cease and desist letter.
Yeah.
Don't ever mention our beer again. 1.5 out of Ingram. Palmer, 3.5. Vikings D, 21 points.
Thank you. I'm going to celebrate this win because it's going to be like one of three throughout the year.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. But Jordan Love out for multiple weeks.
Yeah.
So
no, that hurts.
And Caleb Williams sucks.
Jake Bates. Interesting name. 8 points. Kicker for Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the dome guy.
First 14 games this year in a dome.
Right. Yeah, you would think
if you're not an accurate kicker,
right,
you're out.
Right. So, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, one of the newcomers, goes 1-0, undefeated. PB&J, the defending champs, looking for their first win. All right, here we are. All right, chime in now, Todd. The Battle of the Shit Bowl. Is that what we call it?
Toilet Bowl of the Week.
Toilet Bowl. There we go.
Toilet Bowl of the Week.
Holy smokes. Miller time, 77.9 versus Belichick's Hoodies, 70. The combined score of these two teams didn't even score enough for Mr. Rogers.
To win. To win
they both could have teamed up on Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
This game looks like a matchup of Week 12. I got injuries galore. I'm just trying to survive. This doesn't look like a Week 1 score.
All right, we got to do it because we got to do it. So I'm going to run it down.
But there was a winner.
There was a winner.
There was a winner.
Right, Miller time. Matthew Stafford, 16 points. Jonathan Taylor, 10.8. Zamir White, 4.6. Puka Nacua. We got to get Ron here as a guest host. Just so he can say Puka Nacua. I want to hear him say
dude, he says some stupid shit.
I wouldn't say stupid. It's just funny.
No, it's the names. It's like, have you, really? Have you listened once?
Michael Pittman, 7.1.
Love you, Ron.
Brock Bowers, 11.8. Cortland Sutton, we're going to round that up to 8. Browns D, 7. Tucker, 7. Enough to win, but Belichick's hoodies did even worse than that. Jordan Love, though, was your high scorer, 20.4 points. Kyron Williams, 14.4. Now, again, if I list those two and stop,
not bad.
You would say, okay. Chuba Hubbard, 1.4. Ahmad Rod St. Brown. What a disappointing.
Dude, everything went to Jamison Williams. They threw the ball to Jamison Williams all night. They threw one to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they're like, we're good.
Right. He was the decoy. Devontae Adams, 10.9. Kelsey, 6.4. Calvin Ridley, 8. Bengals D4. And Greg the Leg Zerline got you 1.
1.
Which is the amount of wins Miller has this year. Belichick's hoodies, you are 0-1. Miller 1-0. All right, 2 more to go. This wasn't a bad game either. This was yours truly, our co-host here, BJ, Goondock Goonies, and his lovely wife Allie playing Southside Stranglers, Chad. Goondock Goonies takes him down 137 over 116. He did that with his quarterback, C.J. Stroud. Bijan Robinson, 16.1. Derrick Henry, who he sniped from me on the draft, 10.6.
You can have him. You want to trade?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We can talk trade if you want.
Nico Collins, 17 points, but Godwin, 22.3.
That Tampa Bay offense
is
ridiculous,
right?
Man.
I mean, we talked about it before the show. I mean, I picked up Baker on a whim, but I think it sounds like he might be my backup for Lamar. Kyle Pitts, 11.6. Jalen Waddle, 16.3. Dolphins D8, and Dicker the Kicker, 12
Dicker
points.
The kicker.
137 and the victory. Southside Stranglers, Coach Chad with Pat Mahomes at only 17 points. Oof. Rashid White, 16. Najee the Slug Harris, 9. Jamar Chase, 12 points out of him. Brandon Ayuk, 4.8.
Somebody needs to be in football shape. That's what that is.
Right, yeah. Well, and Kittle, too, another San Fran, 8 points. He outscored Ayuk. Singletary, Giants. Oof.
Yeah.
9.2. Yeah. Cowboys D, though, 19. And Brandon Aubrey, 21 points. Yeah. And he wasn't even the highest scoring kicker. We'll get to that the next round.
Yeah, the kickers are lighting it up, man, let me tell you.
And that's why we keep them in the league.
But I will say this. Kickers usually light it up first weeks of the year because the offense isn't clicking, right? So the offense isn't finishing drives like they're going to.
So you think there's a lot more field goals? And
yeah, right. In the first couple of weeks, that'll calm down.
I'm sure there's some logic there. I'm sure. All right, finale here. The finale, Dax Little Lamb, another newcomer to the league, Coach FX versus a seasoned vet with the Bird's Nest, Brad. Brad crushes him, 158-94. Brad, congratulations on the high score of the week, too.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, that's 158. But we got to talk about this. Because back to the...
Lab again?
Yes, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood not being able to play McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah.
And Jake Moody,
San Francisco's kicker,
getting 26 points last night. It got sniped in like 2 ways from Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Yeah, that's like the double entendre.
26 points out of a kicker.
Dude, look at his defense.
I mean,
if he had the Bears' defense too.
Right, but if last night he just got the average, 9-10 points out of a kicker,
you're not
Mr. Rogers' no.
Yeah.
But he did. He got the high score with 158, and he got it with 20 points. Saquon Barkley. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'd said before, I'm going to go ahead and give the, let me just pause this up.
Barkley.
We're going to give the high score highlight to Brad. Let's go to the videotape here.
Let's go to the videotape.
Barkley up the middle, into the secondary for a first down.
Dude, he's a different player.
We're going to give a couple highlights here.
Yeah, he's a different player.
Looking the other way. Lofts it. Barkley.
And he's actually got other guys that take some of the heat off.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
He's going to make so many plays
in there. Saquon Barkley called him the smartest rookie running
back. He break the touchdown.
It does seem like he's fitting very well there.
Oh, Barkley with a jump cut. He just couldn't stay in bounds.
We'll give one more.
Last 4 on third down.
He walks in the end zone. Look at this offensive line. He wasn't even touched.
Yeah,
he wasn't even touched.
No, I mean, he fits. He's going to fit in that offense. So, yes, that is your highlight of the week. I know it normally goes to the position player, but since it was bench and I got it, I'd rather give it to Brad. It's 33.2 out of him. Gibbs, 17 points. Debo Samuels, 18.7. DJ Moore, 10. And Kincaid, 2.1. I mean, who cares?
And Brad didn't hit on all cylinders here either.
Christian Kirk, 4.
Yeah.
But Bears D, my God, 26 points.
Wow. Block punt, return for a touchdown. Mr. Simone
And they
Biles.
had a run back for a touchdown, too.
And they had an interception. Did you see that highlight of the interception?
Oh, no, right.
Will Levis rolls out and flips it.
Right.
Tries to flip it
I did
out
see
of bounds.
that. And
Idiot.
we talked about this on Sunday that because there was a run back for a touchdown. I think it was Arizona. But you feel like because of the new rule, we're going to see more of that.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely that's definitely going to bring the return game back into play.
Yeah, because at first,
So special teams, defenses, I think, are going to score more points because
of
that play is back in the NFL.
Right. I think it was Arizona they had a run back. So, hopefully defenses get more points now with that new rule change. Maybe it's just hard for me to get used to. Jake
looks odd.
Yes,
it does look odd.
Just nobody's moving.
I do like it.
Okay.
I do like it.
Jake Moody, we mentioned it for 26 points, so a total of $158 and $50. Dax Little Lamb. It's your name, so I got to start with it. Dak Prescott, 13.4.
They didn't need to do anything, though.
You're right.
You
right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Like they hammered Cleveland.
Right. They look good. Dallas is going to be I don't want to say maybe a Super Bowl team, but I'd say they're a playoff team.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Josh Jacobs, 12.4. Aaron Jones, 18.9. CD Lamb, 13.6. Drake London, 3.5. McBride, 8 points. McLaurin, 3.7. Disappointing out of McLaurin. I expected him this year to do good, and it's only week 1.
Yeah,
week
1.
Right.
I mean, Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback.
Right.
He's got to learn timing. He's got to learn, the defenses.
Right,
and
it's
how
going to
fast
take a little
the game
time.
Moves.
I agree with that. Falcons D4, and week of the kickers, Fairbairn.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
17 points out of him. So Dax Little Lamb 0-1. Brad undefeated 1-0. All right, well that is the recap week 1. We're not gonna go over next week, but I'm just gonna go over who the matchups are.
Yeah, always.
We have
Somebody's winning.
Yeah. Somebody, of course somebody's winning, but it's Sherman's March versus G5 Big Dick Players. Oh.
Both 0-1, looking for
No,
G5.
Right?
G5,
okay.
That's right.
I misunderstood.
Shouldn't have won,
yes.
but he did. I got it.
Yes, no, I am facing...
Sorry, Jason.
Perkins.
I apologize.
We have Pottstown Rat Bastards facing Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. They're both 1-0, so someone's going to lose that game. War Pigs 0-1 going to Miller Time, who's 1-0. I'm not even going to talk about early projections because I don't even know if these people have lineups. PB&J facing Goondock Goonies.
Oh, man. I don't like that.
No.
How many points he put up last week?
No.
I don't like that.
Belichick's Hoodies 0-1. Dax Little Lamb, they're both 0-1, so somebody's going to come out of victory.
All right.
Somebody.
Not going home empty-handed.
Oh, and Southside Stranglers is facing the red hot Bird's Nests.
You hope that's not red hot. It might cause issues with the nest.
What now? What, like light it on fire?
Yeah, well, okay. That's a bird's nest.
Okay, yeah, I got you there. So yeah, that is the matchup next week. And we're not going to go over standings until maybe week 3, 4, 5. I mean, we will do that, and we're trying to keep the show under a half hour, so we're at 25 minutes now. So we're going to go to the wheel.
Let's go to the
wheel. Just want to remind our viewers, let me see, Swiss Cheese G5 is the Point Panic. I don't know, this Sunday. I don't know what that says. Cannot have bench again, or we can't have the same position 2 weeks in a row. So we would spin it again if it landed on bench. So, all right, hopefully we don't have any malfunctions here. Go ahead and spin the wheel.
Good to go? I feel like Vanna White. That's how you do it, Brady.
Oh boy. Does that say kicker?
It was the week of the kicker last week. Let's see if it's the week of the kicker this week.
Oh, so it's kicker. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, we have kickers doing 26 points.
Yeah. Outscoring quarterbacks, for Christ's sake.
Right. Yes. Almost outscoring some of the teams. Sorry there, Miller Time and Belichick Hoodies.
It's early. It's week 1.
Yes.
Week 1's weird. We all know it's going to be a little off. The scores are going to be a little off.
Right.
We got to figure out whose offenses are doing what. So I'm sure those points will go up.
So that is the show. We are under 100.5 hour. That's where I want to keep it. Not a bad show. I mean, we'll work out the kinks. It's week 1.
Yeah.
I mean, so I
think that was a pretty good show for not doing it for 7 months.
This is true. We've been out of practice.
Yeah.
So we will come at you live every single Tuesday at 6 o'clock. From here on out, until our regular season, until our regular season's over. It looks like we got 7 people that have watched, live. Obviously, we just want you to watch. If you can't watch live, just watch it at any point in time.
Todd's upset that there's no wheel cam.
Oh, do you see that? But I can get a wheel cam.
Wheel cam coming to you next week.
I have the technology. There will be a wheel cam next week.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes, exactly. Ask and you shall receive. All right, so that is it. We will. Well, good luck everybody in week 2.
Not to PB&J, defending champion.
Oh, well.
We'd like to see you 0-2.
All right, so we will see everybody next week. Have a good night.
Take care, everybody.